Welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. That's right. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 9. The day that you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. Just kidding. It is Silver Tree Day. I'm so excited to put all these shiny Brites on there. I'm going to time lapse it for you guys because I will be working on it probably for a couple of hours. I still need to fluff everything up and then go through a couple things that I've already done. This tree is just a super inexpensive tree. When I first invested in it last year, I didn't know exactly how many years I'd be able to enjoy it. So I didn't spend a whole lot of money on a tree. This one, like I said, very inexpensive. It just came from Amazon. I'm sure it was like a $60 tree or something like that. We're to the point now with ornaments that I think moving forward, I might invest in a larger tree next year. We'll see how that goes. But in order to kind of combat the the tree's thin, is what I'm saying. It's thinning on top like a 40-year-old man, okay? And in order to combat that, I took some tinsel, just regular tinsel. I think it's like $5 a thing. I got it at Walmart in silver. And this is where like it breaks into the center top piece, and then all these others are individual branches. So on these, I just kind of wedged it in here. I took one on each side, 2 strands, doubled it in half, and then cut it at the bottom to create multiple strings of tinsel. And then I just kind of wove it in between the branches all the way down, made sure it was behind the light cords and things so it wasn't sticking out and noticeable. I'll fluff the branches a little. I don't want to put a ton of fluff in them because I want to give the ornaments room to hang. But that kind of helps it look a little bit more full so you're not just looking through the tree as much. So, again, we're going to get her lit up, and I'm going to get her fluffed out, and we're going to start doing ornaments. I counted, we have 42 boxes, 495 ornaments altogether with the new additions from this year. So I'm super excited to pack all these into the tree. I always tell everyone I want it to look crusted with ornaments. So a few of my favorite boxes I just wanted to share with you before we get started. This was a new box this year, and although these kind of ombre purple and blue are very cool, I love this box. I love the mid-century look of like the ornaments on it. It has the bursts along the top here. This is probably my favorite box design that I have, and I have several, but there's that one. I would say this year, this is probably the favorite coloring, like the favorite ornament color motif, I guess. These are more of the ombre ones. These are the blue greens. These are my favorite ones that I bought this year specifically. And I love that this box is dated 1967 because it just, I don't know, it makes me happy to know that it is, I don't know, that it's dated. I mean, everyone knows shiny Brites are old, obviously. You know, there are shiny Brites now that are made by Christopher Radko, but I don't know, these are just not that. So I love that it's dated and that there's a little bit of a point of reference. In terms of last year, I think these were probably my favorite color that I bought last year. This is a dozen of the smaller ones, but I just love this color because they're like, some of them are the brighter pink, but then like these are like they used to be pink, but it's like the finish is wearing, oh, dropped a hook. It looks like the finish is wearing off on the top of them, and they're kind of becoming darker and more see-through. These are my favorite kind of color of the smaller ornaments. And then this one wins award for box and color. I got these last year. These came from a girl on Etsy, And they were so cute when she came. She had them tied up, and it was like decorated like a gift package. It was super fun. The original price tag is still on these for $1.39, and it says $2.53 purple is stamped on the box here. But how cool is this Shiny Brite box? The color is great. That kind of like slatey gray, blue, purple is so cool. But this box is everything. I love it so much. There's not a date. I looked last year to see if there was a date anywhere on it to see when it was made. But I mean, just off of the graphics, the text, the fact that it was $1.39, obviously these are older. And it's cool because it has not just the cutout of the tree, but it's got like the UFOs. There's like the bell ones, some of the more fun designs from Shiny Brite. Here are the ones with the little indents, and it just, I love this. Is for sure, I mean, this is a great box. The only reason I picked this one out is because it does it for me with the color and the box. So, but this one is for sure box. You know, you can't get better than that kind of mid-century sort of graphic. I love it. So anyway, with those shared, I'm gonna go ahead and get to fluffing, and I'll probably check in a couple times throughout the video, just to let you know kind of where we are, what we're doing, sort of thing. But like I said, for the most part, it's just gonna be time-lapsed, so enjoy the ride that is the silver tree. Okay, checking in, first break, and I just wanted to clarify something really quick. I just finished putting, after the fluffing was complete, I finished putting 27 bulbs on kind of the interior of the tree. I just wanted to clarify, because I'm not trying to be a liar on the internet, that those bulbs, those first 27, were modern bulbs. I purchased them new last year at an at-home store. They're like a shiny silver, red, blue, and I got the green last year. But because I was able to secure some vintage green in the same size this year, I am going to be leaving these off the tree. So I'm very excited for that, because not only are these true vintage, but there are 12 of them instead of the 9 that I got from at home. So I would call that a win. Anyway, on with the decorating. for all of our kind of a larger scale ornaments. Now we're going to be moving into some of these smaller. These are a little bit smaller. I don't know the sizes on all of them, but again, these are, so we have these that are kind of like a medium, then we have a small, then we have like a really small, like a tiny. So we've got a few more sizes to go, but that takes care of all the big ones, and we're gonna start filling with all the small. As you can tell, there really isn't a rhyme or reason to how I'm putting them on. There are so many of them that it sort of doesn't matter, which I love, because I know how people obsess over like, they want them diagonal and you can't have two colors next to each other. I don't worry about that because there are so many multiples of the same color anyway. I put them literally when I look at the tree and say, oh, there's an empty spot, I will zero in on that spot and just go put it on it. And I don't think twice about it. I just keep pushing because it all comes together. So anyway, let's move on to our medium bulbs. Checking it again. We've officially done all of the medium size. I have this bag of randos, which is kind of a mixed bag of sizes. Then we'll be moving on to the small. And Bobo just came in and got up from his little nap, so I think he's ready to go outside. So I'm gonna let him out real quick, and then I'll be right back here to keep packing these ornaments on the tree. after shots so that you can see it, because I know you're only getting a portion of it. I'm also going to add my topper to it as well. Not vintage, but I had to get one that was proportional to the tree. And a lot of the vintage ones were too large, it felt like. So I ended up with this one last year, but I'll still be on the hunt for one that is truly vintage. This one is just obviously vintage inspired. So let's go ahead and get some after shots. I'm also going to get my vintage tree skirt placed under it with the little dangle bobs. I paid $5 for this. $5 for this. And it's hand sewn. So exciting. I love this. But this will be our tree skirt. So let me get everything in place and then we'll have some looks at the tree. Welcome to day 9 of Advent. Let's go ahead and get Bowman his treat. He's over here waiting for it. As soon as I picked things up, he was like, oh, is it time? And it surely is, Bubba. Oh, is you excited? Oh, is you standing up? Are you standing pretty? All right. Hold on. Gotta get it. There you go. Oh, it's a good boy. Love you. All right, that takes care of Mr. Bowman. And we are on day 9. It looks like some more tree business today, which is exciting because it's finally turning green. All right. Put that back. And let's see what awaits us in box number 9. Not a whole lot today. Not nearly as much as yesterday. This was all one piece. Can you believe that? All of that, one day. Oh, anyway. All right. Let's get to it. Well, in case you're wondering what's going on here, remember the other day when I was like, oh, we have too many pieces? Well, as it turns out, we didn't. I didn't count, and this one was supposed to have the extra 4 because that's where these kind of branches go on to. I really don't want to break this whole thing down to get back to it, but I thought I could just put this in here, but the problem is it's not at the same level. There's a base level below it. So I'm going to see what I can break away to see if I can get in to fix it. If not, we're just not going to have branches here, okay? We'll just pretend everything's fine. Just ignore it. It's okay. Oh gosh. We're making another modification because I'm not tearing it apart again. It's okay. I've re-secured the bottom, but now there's an extra thing here. I think the other side might need it to be offset. I don't know. I'm gonna save this piece though in case I need it again, because this says there should only be 4, and then the row here. So that's now correct. We're off by 2, but those are supposed to be under there somewhere. I'm wondering if they're supposed to be hanging out the other side over here. And if we get to that, then all we need to do is pop this off, put it here in the middle, and then extend out again. So it's not undoable. It's what we did for this other side. So anyway, moving on. turns out we did need these extra 2 pieces over here to secure our extra branch. Right now it's just sitting in there, which is fine. I'm sure we'll attach more stuff to the top of it. But just in case we don't, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands with a little bit of super glue, because I'm an adult and I can do that. Let's just hope that we don't have to reverse any more of these little placements, because if we do, we are shit out of luck. Oh. Maybe. Nothing's coming out. Gosh. Guess you have to open it first. That's cool. Cool. Here she comes. I'm just putting the tiniest little bit on there. Not trying to glue anything together today. And if you tell anyone I did this, I'll deny it. Okay, just so everyone knows. It's not super glued. It's meant to be just the way that it is. Just gonna allow this to set up for a few moments while we do the rest. Okay, I'm gonna rotate this here so we're matching our picture. This is the one we're gluing. Hold that at the same time. And I'll check in with you as soon as we're done. And there we have it today. Just a few minor setbacks. Nothing that a little Loctite and determination couldn't fix. So this is what we're left with today. It looks like, again, we are officially starting the kind of the base of our tree. It looks like we've got packages here, some presents maybe. I'm not for sure what these little white dudes will turn into. We'll see. Last time they turned into snowmen, but I don't think we would have snowmen in the tree. So we'll see what that turns into. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm curious to know how many of you maybe thought, perhaps you shouldn't cut that Lego. That might be problematic because one cut turned into 3 and some super glue. So next time I feel like something's not adding up, I should probably stop. However, we have been getting some extra pieces, so I just assumed it was wrong. But again, we're good. I will remind you, I am collecting Christmas cards to take to seniors in our community at our local nursing homes, rehab facilities, and assisted living. So if you are interested, I'll pop my P.O. box up right over here. And I'll be delivering those on the 16th. So anytime between now and then, feel free to drop one of those in the mail. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just a signature is fine. Just something to let them know that, you know, they're remembered this holiday season. So like I said yesterday, I would appreciate it, and I'm sure they will too. So with that, we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.